thinking. Thinking and thinking is the reason for failure, especially in America. One of the problems that we have here is that we're trained through propaganda, through our education system, to sit in a classroom and do a bunch of thinking. But that's not the way you learn how to play an instrument. That's not the way you learn how to do martial arts. That's not the way you learn how to become a X or Y, okay? Because it requires action and action. In the society we live in, we do so much thinking that we never go anywhere. One great example is what I see my students do all the time, which is they have all the thinking of possibilities that it'll go wrong. They have all the thinking and possibilities of how this will not happen. They have all the possibilities and fears as what if this, what if that. And they don't put any energy into taking action because all that thinking and what if, all the what ifs and all what if worries amounts into insecurities, which equal no action. Okay. And if you want to be your dreams, you want to be a real estate investor, you want to be a real estate agent, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to write a book, you want to do whatever your heart says to do, it's going to require action. And with too much thinking in a society like this, and many other societies as well, is that it doesn't allow action because we're so worried about what if this is not perfect, how can I make it perfect, how's it going to be this, how's it going to be that, and then we never take action. And the moral of the story is, if you want to be your dreams, the more you think, the less action you're going to take. And that's the problem with our school system because they taught us so much about education. But what I've noticed in real life is more someone is educated, they got a master's, PhD, the more likely they are to not be entrepreneurs, okay? More likely they're not going to be able to be their dreams because they have all the answers why it's not going to work. This is not going to work because of this. This ain't going to work because of that. This is not going to do this because of this. They know how to analyze and criticize themselves out of their dreams. Therefore, they build more fear, more insecurities, which then leads to no action. And whatever happens when there's no action, you don't be your dreams. So when I say to entrepreneurs that thinking to the brain, mental, is not your friend, I'm not joking. I see so many smart people with so much potential think themselves out of success. They think themselves out of being their dreams. They think and think. And thinking is divided into many dimensions, okay? One example is what we already know, like where you analyze a deal so much. But that's a small fraction of thinking. There is the thinking of not taking action. And that's where I'm pointing to right now because this is the most important thing. If you don't take action, then nothing happens. Learning happens through action. Learning does not happen through thinking, okay? Today, my profit sharing coaching was a great meeting this week, by the way. Everyone that showed up, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. I think everyone got a great value out of it, and I'm happy to work with these gentlemen and ladies, okay? Anyways, one thing that I asked today out of everyone in my class was, what happens when you have failure? What do you do? How do you feel? And many people said they feel a certain way negative, which is normal. I feel the same way. And many people said they think and they think, right? To learn about it, to evaluate it, but it was in the same boat that they think. So they feel two things. They have emotions, and then two, that they do a lot of thinking about that mistake, okay? Now, what I do is when I make mistakes, for example, in my profit sharing, I have made mistakes and I've made changes, is that I have the emotions too, but then instantly I take change, I do change. There's no thinking without the change part. Like, for example, a situation happened with a student, and I immediately, once the meeting got over, I took change. I changed the whole system of the tools and this and that, and everyone has to show their face and etc. immediately, because I used that feeling of the mistake to fuel me, for me to create something positive instead of having haunt me down for days and the days. I created something positive, and it helped to fuel that. But many other people that have the fear or the pain, the sadness, the emotion, and then they also do a lot of thinking, evaluating, trying to figure out what they learned from their mistakes, etc. But none of that means anything unless you take the last action, which is the action part. That's the ingredients. Who cares if you learn something but you never apply it to anything? What is that gonna do? Okay. And so one of the difference between people that win or become their dreams in entrepreneurship is when they fail, they get sad, they have all those negative emotions, emotional emotions, which is okay, we're human, but they use that as a fire, as a fuel to make change immediately. They don't think about it for days and weeks. They immediately start taking action, which then requires thinking on how to solve that action. Where other people will just spend days or months or years just thinking and thinking about their mistakes. And that happens to all of us. But that inhibits being your dreams. That does not allow you to be your dreams if you do it that way. So what I teach at the Mr. No Fluff profit sharing and all my education services is that you got to start where you stand. That means that you start right now, you think while you start doing it. You don't sit there and think about it, because a lot of time you talk yourself out of it. Okay? Talk yourself out of it. Anyways, guys, last thing, if you're interested in joining my profit sharing coaching, then go to mrnofluff.com. We meet every Saturday, answer all your questions on how to be your dreams in the real estate business. If you're thinking about being a landlord, you're thinking about fixing and flipping, you're thinking about, wholesaling or any of this stuff, then here's your chance where you work with me and my other students. You get to see them making phone calls, talking to sellers, me going over it with you guys, all the way down to negotiation, everything you need to succeed, because whenever you do your 9 deals, I'm gonna get paid, you're gonna get paid. So we have a linear interest for you to succeed, because when you succeed, I succeed. And that's the benefit of profit sharing, instead of me just selling you guys courses and saying adios amigos. When you succeed, I succeed. All right, guys, this is Mike with mrnofluff.com, and I'll talk to you soon. Click the like button just to support this channel, and let me go find out where I left my family at, because I want to do this video for you guys. Much love.